Hi guys, thought it was about time I made another video on the Polygon Siskiu D7 that's had the respray. Today we're going to talk about shifting. The 11 speed shifts pretty good. Shifts pretty good at the moment. Wasn't always that way. So I was having an issue with the gears in this gear to this gear. Going back was okay, but to this gear it would never change gears. I would always have to go 2 gears and then come back. And I found the reason why. So the issue that I was having, which I didn't know about at the time, was there was a lot of free play in this hub, in the actual free hub that the cassette mounts to. It had movement this way, and I was also physically able to move the cassette back and forward. I thought it was possibly that the cassette was not tight enough, but I've done all that up, and out of sheer frustration I decided to run a different wheel. So what I did was I ran this MT600 Shimano wheel, but while I was putting it on, I noticed that there was very little free play in the free hub. So what I did, I put the cassette onto this wheel, I mounted it in there, and it changed gears no worries every time. So I thought I'd run that like that for a while and have a muck around, but this wheel's only got 24 spokes, it's a bit light duty, so I put the cassette back on the original wheel and it was exactly the same. It wouldn't change between those gears. So I ended up pulling the cassette off the wheel, and I'll link somebody else's video that I kind of looked at as to how to fix it. And I ended up taking a shim out. There's 3 shims inside the free hub. So when you pull this apart, you actually got to pull this off. There's about 50 or 60 ball bearings in there. I would highly advise you don't do it, but I was willing to buy a new free hub if I couldn't get it working. So I pulled it apart, and there's 3 little shims in there that set up the clearance. There was one in there that was about 4 or 5 thou, I reckon. I took that out. It was the thinnest shim they had in there. I took that out. It took me about 2 hours to put it back together. Had to put it back together twice because it didn't get the bearings numbers on both races correct, so I had to pull it apart again. But what's happened now is the play, just feel the play in there, and it's changing good. It's not changing too good at the moment because I've just cleaned it all and I haven't greased it, because we're about to do some upgrades. So if you want to see some upgrades, continue on to the next video. Cheers.